إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونستهديه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يشرك بالله فقد ضل ضلالا كبيرا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا قوا أنفسكم وأهليكم نارا وقودها الناس والحجارة. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الذين آمنوا قوا أنفسكم وأهليكم نارا وقودها الناس والحجارة. أما بعد، أيها المسلمون والمسلمات, today is the last day of Shawwal. Today's khutbah, inshallah, will be messages to all the followers of our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, if we really belong to his messages and we are claiming that we are his nation, we have to record each and every single individual, each and every single mature adult Muslim did something for our previous 30 days. Let's review our performance. What did we do during Ramadan? Today is the last day of Shawwal. Did we ever sit down with ourselves and review our performance for the last previous 30 days? Whatever we did in Ramadan, we're supposed to watch it and to evaluate our performance in Ramadan. Our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and As-Sahaba, there's a big question. They mentioned how we get to know that our good deeds has been accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Everybody comes, every Friday we are coming to attend the Friday prayers, Salat al-Jum'ah, and everybody knows what are the hasanat for those of you who comes in early in Fridays. So the consequences and the results and the outcome of our good deeds, we as a human being would love to have it to be touched or to be evaluated. One of the lessons that whenever you have your good deeds, you will find it in your days. Those of you who attended Fajr prayers and know exactly what the importance about prayers, especially the Friday prayers al-Fajr, there is a special consideration in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. أحب الصلاة إلى الله سبحانه وتعالى فجر الجمعة. If we are really keen enough to follow our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and all his recommendations and advices, we have to stick to him. Most of you have good deeds during Ramadan. Most of you, after Ramadan, you fast your 6 days of Shawwal. Those of you who were having reasons not to fast the 6 days of Shawwal, they do have their own reasons. But those of you who they didn't have the 6 days of Shawwal to be carried out the same thing what we did during Ramadan, they are the one who lose the ajr. This is number one. This is the message number one. Review yourself. Tomorrow, the first day of the Qa'dah, everybody knows Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran al-Kareem mentioned there are 4 months al-Hurum, and those 4 months, one of them is the Qa'dah. Because you have to review and start again another chapter of good deeds with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We are as Muslims, whatever we have our shortcoming and our defaults, previous 30 days, you can make it up right now. Prepare yourself, prepare your family for the Qa'dah and the first 10 days of the Hijjah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned 2 10s, the last 10 nights in Ramadan, which is already over, and now almost in 6 weeks' time, you will be again exposed to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's all his forgiveness for you for the first 10 days of the Hijjah. Those of you who are going to have Hajj this year, fine, they will be there inshallah. But those of us who will stay here, believe it or not, there are people who perform Hajj and their Hajj not get accepted, and there are people who stayed in town and they worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the first 10 days of the Hijjah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give them a good deeds. The second message is that where are we with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's book, Al-Quran al-Kareem? Just check yourself. Our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in his holy book, in Surah Al-Furqan, our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was complaining to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Ya Rabbi, inna Rasul Allah, Ya Rabbi, inna qawmi ittakhadhu hadha al-kitaba mahjura. This Quran, we neglected it. Is that the issue is that to read Al-Quran without reading the messages which has been sent by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to us. We have to read Al-Quran. Al-Quran should be in our blood. How many of us finish at least one khatmah after Ramadan? Just ask this question to yourself. How many of us been able even to touch Al-Quran? I'm talking about Al-Quran as a hard copy, not Al-Quran in our iPhones or in our digital equipments. There are people who knows Al-Quran only the Fridays. We don't want to be the Friday people. We don't want to be Ramadaniyin. We don't want to be only a Ramadan with Al-Quran. We know we have to get to know Al-Quran in our daily practice. Those of you who attended Jama'ah 5 times in a day, those people will stick to their Quran. Believe it or not, if each and every single salah, you are just reading one page of Al-Quran, and once you get the habits, believe it or not, you will not be able to read these habits without reading Al-Quran. You will feel something being missed from your daily practice. So Al-Quran, we don't want to be those people who our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, إِنَّ قَوْمِ اتَّخَذُوا هَذَا الْقُرْآنَ مَهْجُورًا. In the same surah, Surah Al-Furqan, at the end, starting from ayah 62, please go on today after prayer prayers and read it carefully with your friends, with your family member, with your kids, and you will find out who are those people who are supposed to be Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will accept them. Ayah 62, Surah Al-Furqan, will exactly give you the characteristics of a proper Muslim. If you find yourself, just have a checklist and write down what are the characteristics of those people who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants them to be His own people. Ahl al-Quran, Ahlullah. Who doesn't want to belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? There is nobody, even non-Muslims. Everybody knows the US dollar. What's it in there? They go there, in God we trust. There is no single human being on earth, being Muslim or non-Muslim, they don't trust Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In God we trust. So if we are really trust Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in our day and day, we have to stick to His own holy book. This is message number 2. Message number 3 for all of us. Your good deeds during Ramadan of sadaqah, wishing your brothers and sisters, doing good things silently. One of those things is that a wife of Al-Harun al-Rashid, her name is Zainab. In olden days, in Hajj, whenever they move from Makkah to Mina, it's a little bit hard for them to get some water. So what she did, Zainab, she created a something which can connect Mecca to Mina, where all the water goes there, so the people and their camels can get the water easily in Mina from Mecca. And then when she died, somebody saw her in their dream. And she told them that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave her the paradise. People interpret that Jannah because of her performance, that she created that tunnel of water. But she told them no, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave me Jannah because she used to pray silently. Nobody knows except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala 2 rak'ahs in the middle of the night. The message here from this story is that each and every single individual, you have to have something sacred between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In Arabic they call it khabi'ah. Khabi'ah, that your right hand knows and the left hand doesn't know. Each and every single individual knows himself. In fact, we as a human being love to be praised, love to be raised in a good manner. But your relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala should be very silently and secretly. Try this practice and you will feel the difference. والحمد لله رب العالمين. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم واستغفر الله إنه كان غفارا. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. أما بعد, the last message for those of you being teachers, parents, ready to go to school for their kids. The market is full with that slogan of back to school. But did we ever think as a Muslim nation, back to the school, what does that mean? Our Prophet Muhammad is the role model, the teacher of this ummah, the teacher for each and every single age group, the teacher for each and every single sex, being male or female. Let's inspire our Prophet Muhammad advises this message for the teachers on the first day when they start the school, for parents when they start the school to wake up their kids. How many of us will wake up our kids for Fajr prayers before we wake them up to attend the school? For teachers, did we ever review our Prophet Muhammad احفظ الله يحفظك، احفظ الله تجده تجاهك، وإذا سألت فاسأل الله، وإذا استعنت فاستعن بالله. Our Prophet Muhammad once upon a day, he was having Ibn Abbas behind him. And our Prophet Muhammad was teaching him that young fellow. So back to school doesn't mean back to school to have bags, back to school to have pencils and pens, back to school to have books. Back to school is not to have a new suit. Back to school is go back to our Prophet Muhammad principle. Back to school to teach our kids, to teach our young generation how to be so much tied to our Prophet Muhammad guidance and rules. فاستغفروا الله إن الله كان غفارا يرسل السماء عليكم مدرارا ويمددكم بأموال وبنين ويجعل لكم جنات ويجعل لكم أنهارا. اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات.